Welcome back. Week number 7. I love the number 7. I know 7s are scriptural. People like it, but 7's also John always a number, so that's a good number. So I'm always pretty happy with that. Listen, as we get into the series, as we round out, we never even really preached on the Good Shepherd much because we actually had Brent Silky in the house on Sunday and talking and sharing stories with us. And of course, that's why we're in 30 for Freedom repping. And so one, I just want to say, if you don't know about 30 for Freedom, make sure you watch. If you haven't signed up, you still time to sign up and let's support an amazing cause and jump into the journey of it. Would love to have you participate with that. But it's cool to be here because Jesus declared, "I'm the Good Shepherd." And because we didn't preach about this, it's okay. We did a whole sermon series on this, and so if you want to watch that, you can watch 8 weeks of it. But I did want to share something today with you. A couple things with this is that I love how he says right away, "I'm the Good Shepherd." The word good is, well, sometimes at church or sometimes you hear we say, God is good all the time. But it's really, it's one thing to say it, it's another thing to believe it. It's one thing, sometimes I almost feel like it's easier to think of him as great and majestic and big than it is to think of him as good. Because when things don't go our way, or things don't go right, or things seem a little bit bumpy, we start questioning, does God care? Is God here? But to know in your heart that God is good is a big deal. To know he's not just good, but he's your shepherd. That means he's leading you, he's protecting you, he's guiding you. It's interesting that the Good Shepherd does this. And we know this from Easter, we know this from this month. But the Good Shepherd lays his life down for his sheep. That's crazy to think. A hired hand, if a wolf was coming, a hired hand would probably run. But a good shepherd would protect and lay his life down for the sheep. To think that the shepherd would die for the sheep is a crazy thought. That the shepherd giving of his life so the sheep can live. But he's good and he's faithful. He's made the ultimate sacrifice so we can have life. As we look at this, I think it's a decision that we all have to make. Like it says in Psalm 23, the Lord is my shepherd. And I think we have to decide that in our heart, is he my shepherd? And we also have to decide, is he my shepherd, and is he a good shepherd? And he is a good shepherd. This is why we got to be grateful and thankful for who he's done. And so I just want us, he laid his life down. He is the good shepherd. So I just want us to be thinking about, how has he been good to you? I think it's, one of the things I say a lot is we tend to forget what we should remember, and we remember what we should forget. I think we need to have grateful journals. I think we need to remember how God has been good and how God has showed up, how God has been faithful. Because I'm telling you, I think he's been good more than we can ever imagine. So in your group, just kind of talk that through. Here's some questions you can have and go through as a group, and sign up for 30 for Freedom, but discuss it as a group. Thanks for joining us.